Hello, how are you today? I am Flash Isaac. Today I'll be taking you through Jamb CBT, examination dates, Jamb profile, Jamb caps, and everything you need to know about Jamb. Whether you are writing Jamb for the first time, the second time, or the third time, or you've not yet written Jamb, you just want to get information about Jamb, this video is for you because I will give you a complete guide on what you need to know so long Jamb is concerned. Now, first thing first, what is Jamb? Jamb stands for Joint Admission and Matriculation Board. It is an examination that qualifies you to gain admission into higher institution. In primary school, you take your primary 6 exam or junior or BEC as the case may be. Secondary school, you take WAEC or NECO or WAEC and NECO. After WAEC and NECO, the next thing you have to take is Jamb. So Jamb is what qualifies you for tertiary admission. It enables you to pursue or further your education. What does it imply? You cannot do without Jamb. So long you are in Nigeria, Jamb is compulsory. You have to take Jamb. It doesn't matter whether you are going for a polytechnic or a college of education or even university. The reason being that Jamb is what offers admission. The body offers you admission to study. And without Jamb admission letter, you will have issues serving, doing direct entry or other stuff you need to know. Okay, I've been able to establish that Jamb is compulsory so long you want to further your education. I've been able to establish that Jamb offers admission into universities and admission letter. And I've been able to establish that Jamb stands for Joint Admission and Matriculation Board. Jamb is a computer-based examination. This implies that you write Jamb with computer. Before now, Jamb used to be paper and pen. You go to the exam hall, you'll be given a booklet and question paper. Then if A is the answer, you shade A. If B is the answer, you shade B. But things have improved. So Jamb is now computer based. That's why we say Jamb CBT. After Jamb registration, you go to the exam hall on the exam day. You'll be assigned to a computer. And one person is assigned to one computer. You get your computer, you log in with your Jamb registration number. After Jamb registration, you begin a registration number. And this is what you use to take your Jamb results online, to check your Jamb admission status, and to even write the exam. You need it to log in. Although there are alternatives, you can check your Jamb results in other ways, which I will explain later. But your registration number is very important. Even when you gain admission during clearance, your Jamb registration number will be required. So you need to keep that tight. Then you begin to write your examination. So that's a background to Jamb. And Jamb offers you certain resources like the Jamb syllabus. You have to get the Jamb past questions yourself. Then the brochure. The brochure tells you the various schools in Nigeria and their requirements. And the number of subjects you have to write in Jamb is 4. The use of English is compulsory. And the other 3 subjects is based on the course you wish to study. In one of my videos, I explained Jamb subject combination for all courses in Nigeria. I will link to that in the description. So check it out if you don't know the combination for your course. And I'll also give you a link to go through Jamb syllabus. I've released videos for all Jamb syllabus. You can search that playlist. Is that okay? Now, let's go straight to Jamb registration, exam date, and everything you need to know about Jamb. Okay, first thing, Jamb registration. Jamb registration is the process of registering for Jamb. You can't sit for Jamb without registration. So this is a reason why Jamb releases registration form. And this registration usually starts between November and February. If the form is not out in November, it will be out in December. If it's not out in December, it will be out in January. If it's not out in January, it will be out in February. So this is the normal timeline for Jamb registration. But due to circumstances or for issues or on special cases, when there's election or pandemic or crisis in the country, it goes a long way to affect the Jamb registration date. And even school calendars affect Jamb dates. If schools are closed down or on break or on strike, certainly admission process is on pause. As a result of that, there will be delay in Jamb registration. But there is high chance that registration is between November and December. So one of the months in between, Jamb registration will take place. The worst case is March. And Jamb registration takes up to 3 weeks. It takes up to 3 weeks. So you register. How do I register Jamb? The first step in Jamb registration is creation of Jamb profile. You can also call it Jamb account. When you create the Jamb profile, you now have account with Jamb, which you can log in to check your details, to correct your names, your local government of origin, to check your Jamb results, to check your admission status, and almost everything you do after will be done on your Jamb profile or Jamb account. There are ways you can create your Jamb profile. You can visit Jamb site, which is jamb.gov.ng. You see an option to create your account, e-facility account or login. That's one method. Another method is sending SMS to 55019. Send your name, your surname, middle name, and first name to 55019, and you will be charged. That's around 15 naira for Jamb profile creation. And with introduction of NIN by Jamb, creating your Jamb profile is even simpler, and even registration has been made simpler. Just send NIN to 55019. You get a reply with PIN. So this Jamb PIN or confirmation code is what you will now take to banks or approved CBT centers. Jamb registration is done at approved CBT center, approved computer-based testing centers. And every year, Jamb releases list of computer centers, and it is updated yearly. So there's high chance that you know a center around you where you can register Jamb. So after creating your Jamb profile, the code you will get, the PIN, you take it to a CBT center or banks. So there are many banks around that says Jamb PIN. So you just go there, tell them you want to buy Jamb PIN or ePIN, E-P-I-N. And it's cheap. Jamb has reduced registration fee. So you've created your Jamb profile, you've taken your PIN or code to bank or approved center to get your ePIN. So this PIN is what you now need for final registration. After getting your PIN, you proceed to your approved registration center, approved Jamb CBT center. Note, Jamb has stopped cyber cafes from registration. So you don't need to register at any cyber cafe. Go to approved Jamb centers. I will give a link to approved Jamb registration center below. You can also check that and see the one around you. When you get there, you complete your registration. So you provide them your details and your results. If you have your O-level results, you submit it. If you don't have, you can tell them you don't have yet. So you use awaiting result. So you can register Jamb even when you don't have O-level results. After Jamb registration, you will be given a brochure and syllabus, e-syllabus, and other materials. And on the exam day, you'll be given calculator to solve. So practically, you are not taking anything to exam hall. So after Jamb registration, then you come home. You are done with that. Next up is exam date. Jamb date. Okay, Jamb registration period is usually between 2 to 3 weeks. I think I've said that. And the examination takes up to 3 weeks. With introduction of more centers, Jamb will get to a week or 2 weeks. So as time goes by, the examination period drops. So when you register, you'll be given a slip, but it won't contain your exam date, it won't contain your exam center. It will just show your details. 14 days or a week to Jamb. Jamb opens portal for reprinting. So that's when you now reprint your slip. You just log into your profile, reprint your slip. It will show your exam date, exam venue, and time. So different persons write Jamb different days and different time. So stick to your time. When it's your exam date, go to your center and write. So don't go there when it's not your exam date and when it's not your exam time. And one thing you should do is make sure you visit your center before the exam. It's very necessary so that you don't be looking for your centers and finally miss your exam. Cool? So that is it for Jamb, and you're not taking anything to your Jamb center. No calculator, no personal calculator, no wristwatches, no phones, no books, no notes. You go there and write your exam. One person to a computer. You sit down, you log into your computer with your reg number. Then use the Jamb keys. If you are better with keyboard, 8 keys, you can use 8 keys. You can also use your mouse or trackpad. That works fine. When you are done, you submit. Jamb releases results within 2 days to 1 week, depending on their mood or circumstances. And to prepare for your exam, you can get Flash Finance Jamb app. It contains a lot of questions that will prepare you for Jamb, like pre-preparation. You go through the practices, and you can also visit flashfinance.com for Jamb series and Jamb guide. And I have classes, tutorials on your Jamb subjects. Just follow my YouTube channel, Flash Learners, and subscribe. You see all my teachings. So this is enough to make you do very well in your Jamb UTME. And Jamb UTME is for admission into 100 level, while direct entry is for admission into 200 level. Every school leaver is expected to take Jamb UTME and not Jamb direct entry. To take Jamb direct entry, you should already have your ND, NCE, IJMB, or JUPEP certificate. These are the things that guarantee you or qualify you for Jamb direct entry. Checking Jamb results is very easy. You can send results to 55019. It will be sent to you, or a link will be available when the result is asked. Just follow the link, enter your registration number, and you check your results. And also reprinting, also there's usually a link. You get a link for Jamb reprinting. So even if you've forgotten your email, you can still do reprinting. And while registering Jamb, please make sure you use your personal email, and the email is accessible. Email you can log into and log out to avoid stories that touch. And also use your own phone number. Don't share number with anybody. Is that cool? Yes, it's very important. Jamb cutoff mark is the minimum score you need in Jamb to gain admission. If Jamb cutoff for universities is 160, this implies that if you score 150, you can't gain admission into any university. If Jamb cutoff mark for polytechnics is 130, this implies that you need 130 to gain admission into polytechnics. However, some schools can choose to cut above Jamb cutoff. Jamb gives general cutoff mark. Don't go below this. So while schools won't go below, but they can go above. So your best bet in Jamb is to score 180 and above or 200 and above. With a score of 200 and above, you are qualified to take post-UTME in almost every school in Nigeria. Post-UTME is same thing as post-Jamb. After Jamb, schools will set their entrance exam for you, screening. If you pass Jamb and you pass that screening, and you also pass the cutoff mark of the school and your department, your admission should be sure. Yes. So with a good score in Jamb, a good score in post-UTME, you should be good to go. However, some schools are very competitive. Just for if you are going for UD medicine and you score 200 in Jamb, or UI medicine score 200 in Jamb, because that course is very competitive and the school is very competitive, there is slim chance that you will gain admission. To make life easier for you, you can go to lesser schools, state universities that are not very competitive, or federal schools that people don't apply that much. Okay, when you go there, it will be easier for you to gain admission. Schools like Uni-Ilorin, UI, Unizik, Abu Zaria, Uniben, and most of those big names, they have a lot of candidates. So it's very competitive. If you are applying for admission in those schools, then you should be competitive also. Study, score high, Jamb, score high in post-UTME. Do your best to make sure you blast. If you are not ready for pressure for serious work, then choose a lesser competitive school so that you don't keep writing Jamb for 2, 3, 4 years. It's a good precaution. It's a good precaution. Jamb admission process. After Jamb, when you register Jamb sends your name to various schools that look at it to John Unilag, John wants to study here. UI, Luke wants to study here. Uniben, Lawrence wants to study here. AAU, Joel wants to study here. LASU, Luke wants to study here. Laspotech, Mounty wants to study here. So Jamb sends all the names. So the schools are now aware of the number of persons applying to study there. So after Jamb also sends the scores of various candidates to the schools and releases cutoff mark. Then the school releases post-UTME form to screen the students. Any student that is okay and qualifies for admission, the school of choice admits the school and sends the name to Jamb. Jamb then cross-checks the name and uploads it to their server, which is Jamb CAPS Portal. Jamb CAPS Portal is Jamb's central admission processing system. This system uploads your name gotten from various schools. That's where you now check your admission status. Admission status is checked on Jamb CAPS Portal. So if you visit Jamb CAPS, you check whether you are admitted or not. If you are admitted, click accept if you like the school. If you are not admitted, or if you are not admitted, you don't need to do anything. Just keep checking. If it says admitted and you don't like the school, you don't want to study there, you can click reject to reject the admission. Now, while checking Jamb CAPS, there are issues you may come across. For example, when you visit Jamb site, you see welcome on the page and no option. This is because you are using mobile version. It's advisable to use desktop version while visiting Jamb CAPS. Require desktop version or use your laptop. This will give you all the menu. Then you'll be able to check your admission status. You can do that on your phone. It's not every time you go to cyber cafe to check things. You can check admission on your own. So if you are okay, you gain admission, then you wait for school to announce clearance. Then you clear, you enter school. Then if you've not uploaded your O-level results, like during registration, immediately the result is out, WAEC, NECO, or whatever O-level result you are using, you simply upload it to Jamb Portal. Go to approved CBT centers, just give them the results. I want to upload my results. They will do that for you. You upload it, then you are good. Now, Jamb novels. Jamb, apart from literature, when you hear novel, the first thing that comes to your mind is literature. No. Jamb has introduced use of novels in the use of English. So if you are taking English in Jamb, every year Jamb recommends novel, small novels usually for you to read, and questions come under the novel in use of English. So if you study the novel very well, you should pass. During registration, you'll be given the novel. Some novels used by Jamb in the past are The Potter's Wheel, Sweet 16, and other novels like that. So you study the novel, you are good to go. I think that's all about Jamb for today. Yeah, if you think I missed anything or something you wish to add, please feel free to let me know, okay? Comment below and I'll answer your question. Thank you for watching. Enjoy.